Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? Hope we're doing well. So we are going to go in and do some more of the wheel picks. Because why not? The wheel! Why is the bit goal not showing? There it goes. I did not know that was the thing it could do. Yay for 2-year mod anniversary! Woo! I did not know that was the thing it would show. Okay, but as you can see, there are still lots of games for us to pick from the wheel. So we're gonna go and we're going to shuffle and spin. On a little further. Oh, oh wait, that's not the one I was thinking it was. I was thinking Fear of Reptiles. Nope, not yet. All right. Okay. This one I think is one of the possibly longer-ish games on the list. Let me go look and see how long this is. Supposedly. Okay, it's not as long as I thought. Okay. So hopefully we'll be able to finish this one and then go into another game after. Or if we're just kind of like not vibing with it, or we'll just see how this goes. Hydrangea. Okay, no N.
Here, have these 23 cents. Use them well.
Thank you for the 23 cents. All right, and to go with that, uh, we have the over here in the corner, down in the bottom corner here. Thank you for the 8 months resub. Have fun with you. Okay. You shush. Okay, so as I was saying, down here in the bottom corner, as you can see, we have the pragmatic game goal, which I want to see if people are interested in watching me play this game because it is more on the pricier side than some of the other games that I have done. So, if people are interested, they could give biddies here or there to help fund for the game, pretty much. So that is right here. But we are gonna go and dive into hydrangea, which I think I don't remember. I know it's a horror. I don't remember much else. So it's a horror, and it's supposed to be about an hour-ish long. That's kind of all I remember. I think it's more of a visual novel style. The following subjects are present in this story: psychological and verbal violence, gaslighting, suicide, self-harm, child abuse, substance use. abuse as its repercussions are deeply delved into through the game. Okay. Can I please full screen? Okay. Will game game? Will game do something, or will game be black screen forever? Oh, there we go. Please select the language. This can change anytime from the options screen. Okay, English, please. I almost accidentally clicked Portuguese. You caught the Freya. Because why not in Fish Pond? Um. Okay, apparently it does not like full screen. We're gonna. There. I'll just need to change it later. Okay. If I needed to lower the volume or anything at any point, just let me know. I think it should be okay for the time being. But okay. The story is fiction, but the feelings expressed in it are not. Remember, there is a human being behind the words you read. What? Okay. Well, that was pretty. Okay, I got the flowers. There's no need to be nervous. As I walked to the fourth floor of my local hospital East Ward, I was greeted by the sight of a mostly empty hallway. The weight of the flowers in my hands did little to alleviate the knot of nervousness tightening in my stomach. My sweetheart recently fell ill with a rare disease. I've been coming to visit every day since the day of the hospitalization. Why did it all of a sudden go so quiet? Hospitals are not a fun place. I'm still not used to walking around here. It feels as if I'm invading someone's home. I mean, this does look more like a home than a hospital a little bit, except for like the exit. Excuse me, who are you? Are you visiting someone? A nurse, exiting one of the rooms, raised an eyebrow as she spotted me nervously walking around. I took a deep breath, attempting to steady my nerves. Sorry, my name is. Oh, um. Well, I mean, do we want to change it or did I? Because we can. Do we want to change it or do we want to leave it as it was? For stability purposes. Let's go ahead and change it. Since no one's saying. My sweetheart looks like this. Well, I go. This is nice. I'm just gonna go with she, her. I'll keep it Yua, though. Alright, calm down, baby. Oh, Zuzu, Yua is staying in room 402, right over there. With a nod, she gestures towards the room, granting me permission to enter. Entering the room, the stark contrast between the dull tones of the hallway and the vibrant hues within made my smile bloom. The early morning filtered through the curtains, casting a glow upon the surroundings.
Thank you for coming to see me again.
I did not know this was going to be voice acted. Okay. Yua greeted me warmly, a smile dancing on her lips as she waved from the comfort of her bed. I carefully arranged the small bouquet of hydrangeas, her favorite flower, into the vase beside her bed. Of course. How are you feeling, Yua? Yua forced a weak smile. Her features were looking less pale than the last time I came to visit. The room, adorned with flowers and gifts, exuded a warmth that seemed to be working wonders for her recovery. And if the empty food tray on her lap tells the truth, then Yua has recovered her appetite as well.
Can't stand being in here for a second longer.
Yua lamented with a hint of sadness, casting a disdainful glance at the thin sheets covering her body.
Every day, it's the same thing. Tests and more tests. Experts that come to examine me like I'm some kind of exhibition at a zoo.
As Yua spoke, a sudden fit of coughing seized her, and petals of flowers scattered to the air. The coughing's not gone?
It's okay. Don't worry.
Yua reassured me, wiping away the flower petals that clung to her face. Once again, she summoned a weak smile. I know it'll go away soon. Yua has not been able to leave the hospital at all ever since the symptoms first began. It was only yesterday that the hospital staff was able to confirm a diagnosis.
I feel like I can do anything.
Oh. Yua. I must stay by her side no matter what. Through every exam and medication or procedure until she can leave the hospital and go back to normal life. After all, Zuzu,
You love me, don't you?
oh, of course I do.
I love you too.
It's my fault that she's sick. What? Because I was foolish enough to doubt her. Now she's here, being poked and prodded, suffering through unimaginable pain. It's my fault. I'm sorry, Yua. I'm sorry.
Please, don't be sad.
But even though I'm an idiot, Yua accepts me and comforts me. Yua is the one who cannot leave her bed, yet here I am, holding back the tears threatening to spill down my cheeks.
There. It'll be alright.
Yua held my hand close to her chest and patted it softly as she whispered reassurance.
This is a charm my mom would do to me and my sibling when we were anxious.
The fabric of her thin gown clung to her frame, fragile and delicate, as if it might dissolve with the lightest touch. In the midst of this vulnerability, Yua maintained a gentle expression.
It'll be okay.
An endless, kind, and understanding person like her still gazes at me with such affection. She stroked my hand half a dozen times and then pressed her lips against my
There
palm.
you go. All your anxieties are fading away. I took it all out. You feel lighter now, don't you?
As soon as she said that, I found myself letting out a breath that I didn't know I'd been holding. The air feels clearer.
See? The charm never fails.
Just being with her is a blessing. The sun's setting, I have to leave, or the nurses will kick me out again. Zuzu? Lean in, or I want to stay. I want to stay, but I should let her rest. Lean in. Zuzu? I can't leave Iwa without a goodbye kiss. Can I kiss you? Iwa blushed red like a strawberry, looking everywhere but at me.
Huh?
What if it's contagious? Iwa brought her hands up to her face, covering her cheeks and shaking her head back and forth. I don't care.
Jeez.
You should. It's always been so easy to make Iwa blush. She's cute in a way that makes me want to protect her. The desire to take her hands away from her face and share a kiss intensified. Okay, that's alright. If I'm too pushy, you will run away like a deer, a very adorable one. We've been taking things slowly. It's still new, this relationship. See you, Zuzu. Yeah, bye-bye. I approached the door, its hinges creaking softly as it swung open. Turning back one last time, my gaze lingers on Yua, who offered a smile. She waved. Bye-bye. I'll be okay, the medicine is helping tons. Let me know what you learn in class and teach it to me when you come back. Okay? I nodded in agreement, passing between us a mouth I mouthed an apology. Bye. Hey, did you hear the patient room 402 at the East Wing? Yeah, that's the one with the rare illness. That's it. Everyone at the attending lounge is talking about it. Excuse me? I went past the noisy staff blocking the way to the hospital cafeteria. If there's one thing that I've learned those past days I've been going to and from this facility is that there's no end to the gossip. A lot of what I overhear from this very place, while waiting for their turn in line, doctors and nurses alike seem to be unable to keep to themselves. Doctor patient confidentiality is dead in this building. Do you think it's the person who's been I quickly plopped down a lackluster meal of mashed potatoes and an old hamburger onto my plate. Hospital food is completely tasteless. Those black and white walls manage to drain every bit of flavor from the ingredients in each meal. Not like I've had much of an appetite lately. To my shame, I didn't believe Yua's claim of the diagnosis at first. The very concept of such a bizarre illness existing outside of the world of fiction sounds bizarre and even unscientific. Until I heard it from several doctors looking after her in my own ears, what's it supposed to be? I've heard Yua over and over again. The fact swims and swirls around my brain over and over in an endless loop that weighs down my shoulders and sends a searing pain through my chest. I'm confused and curious. It's my fault. I'm the one who did this to her.
Hey, are you not eating that?
The voice interrupted my self-reflection, pulling me back to the present. Ah, I looked up rapidly at the source of the voice that had called out to me. For a single moment, I thought I was seeing things. I'll just keep the name. Where I thought that half second between where my brain and my eyes managed to connect, of course, it was impossible.
When was the last time you had a proper meal?
It was not Yua that stood before me, but her sibling. Still wearing their school uniform, I don't understand why they're here. I'm fine,
You're
you.
driving yourself sick. Please, at least try to eat a little.
No, I'm not sick. Yua is. Yua is sick. Yua is the one who needs help. Do you think that Yua would want you to starve yourself? I remained silent. You sat down in front of me, pointing sternly at the messy goop that was the cafeteria's attempt at a portion of mashed potatoes. You has always been like this ever since I first met them in Yua. But now their usual behavior infuriated me. Why haven't you visited Yua?
The hamburger is pretty good once you get to the tomatoes. Try it.
Okay. They ignored my question. I was gonna say they're just nope, dodged the question there. The person at the reception desk told me I'm the only one who's come to see her today.
Right.
The part-time job excuse is not going to work this time. I know very well that today is one of Yu's free days. What are you doing here? Showing concern for me, yet none at all for their sister. If it were my family, I would not have been leaving you aside for even a second. There's also their father who hasn't been here either. Makes no
How much
sense.
have you researched about the illness?
Considering I still haven't been told what it is, nothing. They asked, finally meeting my eyes. Why do you ask? Do you care at all? We were close, you and I. It was thanks to them that I was able to confess my feelings to Yua, and with their support, we began to go out. But now, looking at them, I feel that our relationship has become one lower than a stranger. The days where I consider them my closest friend feel like another lifetime. The anger has simmered within me, traveling from my chest to my fingers. Zuzu. Unable to control myself, I banged both my hands on the table. You recoiled. The impact sent some of my food flying or spilling out onto the table. I grimaced. It was not my intention to create a scene. I'm not speaking until you apologize to Yua. My voice shook, my hands clenched into fists, longed to grab and shake Yua's shoulders until they realized the gravity of the situation. It was a need so guttural, so raw, I'm not gonna actually grab their shoulders. Uh, somehow somehow I held myself back. The situation has affected me in ways I never thought possible. I can't let my emotions get the best of me. I'm not that kind of person to push or pull others around. I have to go home. I got up and turned around.
Stop it.
Yeah, I feel like the other way would have either just like got you kicked out of the hospital or made you not happy with you if they got back to her. Yua needs you too. Go see her. Let's make a deal then. You said, crossing their arms. I raised an eyebrow at them. I'll see you if you go to class tomorrow. You're
Listen.
kidding. No, the teachers and our classmates are worried about you. You've skipped 3 days straight. Okay, so one's not going to school to spend time with very sick girlfriend, and the other one is going to school but not seeing sick sibling. Neither one of those are good options. You don't have to stay for class, just go to see them and explain what's going on with you. I couldn't believe my ears. You're only going to see your very sick family member if I go to school. Do you hear yourself? They're family. When we met, they got along just fine. I'm leaving. Zuzu, you called out, but it was evident that the deal was not happening. They shook their head, looking down at the remains of my meal on the table. Yu's gaze never left my back as I walked away. I ignored it. The building's exit was right nearby, and I made my way towards it. Is this supposed to be the sky? Somehow I feel my feet. Somehow my feet, heavy with guilt and regret, brought me to the hospital's exit. I understand now what's really important to me, Yua. If I had realized this before, she wouldn't have gotten so ill. Everything else, the trivial concerns that preoccupied my mind, paled in comparison. It all comes down to her happiness. Okay, I could have sworn this said it was a horror game, but so far it's just I'm not seeing the horror. It's very emotional, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a horror game. The following day arrived. A sense of urgency propelled me to Yua's room as soon as the hospital's regulations permitted. Hi there, come to see her again? Upon my arrival, the same nurse from the previous day greeted me with a warm smile. Yeah. The nurse helpfully opened the door for me. Oh, okay, I was like, she's gone? No. Come visit, won't come visit, come visit, won't come visit. Today, wasn't finishing a meal like last time. Instead, I spotted her plucking the petals off of one of the many flowers she had been gifted. Hey, you really like your fortune-telling charms, huh? I ventured into the room, breaking the cadence of Yua's ritual.
Huh?
Zuzu, don't spook me like that. Unbeknownst to her, I had already taken the liberty of arranging a new bouquet of hydrangeas in a vase. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. Yua carefully set down the flowers, shaking her head.
Oh.
I can't help it. It's the only thing that calms me down. Fortune-telling has always been Yua's chosen way of calming her nerves. She likes it a lot. You told me that they aren't always correct, though. Yes, on the day we started going out, my flower fortune-telling had told me you wouldn't work out. Even if the result is bad, I'll feel calmer because I know what to prepare
Yes.
for. It's not the results I care about, it's more of the relief it gives me. The sincerity in her words resonate with me, prompting a soft chuckle. You were prepared for me to not like you back? Yeah, that very morning I wrote down a script of how I would react, like I wouldn't start crying right away. Cute. You was so annoyed. They had to convince me to leave the script at home and be myself. The mention of Yu's name made my smile falter. They didn't want to say it out loud, but Yua noticed the change immediately. She leaned in closer. Are you still fighting with you? I didn't want to bring this up. Yua is going through enough already. I shouldn't rub in how her family doesn't care enough to visit. I guess. I shrugged. Bonk. Did she whack me? Did she hit me? Get bonked on the head was an achievement. A gentle impact on my head jolted me, courtesy of Yua, wielding the remains of the flower she had been plucking. Hey! I protested, rubbing the spot where the floral assault had landed.
Jeez.
You can't fight, you're best friends. But they haven't been visiting you. I'm upset, aren't you? Get flowered. Bonk bonk. Stop hitting me with a flower! No bonking Zuzu! I laughed at her clumsy attempt to call me out, but Yua wasn't finding it very funny.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. No bapping the Zuzu! No! You need to wake up with... You need to wake up. You need to make up! You need to make up with you! It's not right that you're still not talking. But...
Oh.
Please. Please, Zuzu. Please. Alright, I'll talk to them. Fine. For you. When Yua makes a request with those big puppy dog eyes, I can't say no.
We don't know what's going on in their head. And knowing my sibling, they're worried about things they shouldn't be thinking about. When I get out of here, I want things to be just like they were before. Including the three of us hanging out and laughing together like family.
You were close. I considered them my best friends, that's the truth. Yesterday, I was so angry that fact didn't move me at all, but now I understand. I should apologize. I was not nice to them at the cafeteria. You and their father must have their own circumstances. I'm glad you agree. It's thanks to Yua that I can see that now. She's my angel. I can't believe I ever thought otherwise. Oh. You love me, Zuzu? Of course I do.
Yes.
I love you too, so much. This ritual that we do of confirming we love the love we hold for each other, I believe it is helping Yua's symptoms, steadily getting better with each visit. I can see it from her complexion. The color is returning to her cheeks day by day. That is why I have to keep going, even if I miss out on some sleep or homework or class. That's not important. Little by little, I'll build back the trust I took away from you. I'm still not explaining what happened. After the heartfelt interaction with Yua, I bid my goodbyes for the moment. Why? There's a little bit of blood on the lip. Are you not eating that? This time I didn't bother to head to the cafeteria. Instead, I found myself following a particular rowdy group of patients up the emergency stairs to the rooftop. I had no idea this place was accessible at all, or that patients were allowed here. Although decorated with plants and seating features, the tall barriers all over the edge of the roofing spoke a story. I chose to not ponder too much on it. The patients heading here were, of course, looking for a place to smoke. Of course, patients smoking at a hospital. Of course. I look for a place. I see nothing but smokers up here. Patients in hospital gowns and what I assume are the visiting families. Still, I already prefer this place to the cafeteria. No gossiping staff. I can handle the stench. Among the smokers, I spotted you. Yua's twin, caught red-handed with a lighter in their hands. I approached them with a questioning glance. Really? With your uniform on? I knew they smoked. It was a badly kept secret. The response came with a nonchalant shrug.
Listen,
We're graduating at the end of the year, it's fine. But smoking in public with our uniform is just asking for trouble. I need to say something. Yua, by the way, convinced me to make up with you. Yu's eyes widened in response, and a flicker of sadness appeared on their
Oh?
face. Yua did? It wasn't something you thought of yourself? Your reaction was not what I expected. Do you not want to make up with me? No, I don't want to fight with you. I'd like everything to go back to normal. That's what Yua wants too. Something went on between them and they're not speaking, but they're twins. Mental health warning for later on in the game, like bad. Okay. Okay. You scoffed, diverting their gaze away from me and fixating it upon the sky. Despite sister's severe health issues, you maintain an outward calmness, devoid of any overt anger or profound distress. I've never seen them raise their voice or cry. They're the complete opposite to the sensitive Yua in that way. Yua, who has trouble studying and tearfully asks for help before tests. She's too cute for anyone to get mad at, though. It's a psychological horror visual novel. Okay. I can send you my notes from class. You missed a lot. Thanks.
I'm worried.
I'm serious, Zuzu. You're not going to do well on our finals if you don't get it together.
Listen,
You shouldn't let go of everything else in your life to take care of Yua. You cautioned, a furrow forming on their forehead. I'll be fine if you teach me. You has some of the best grades in our entire year. It's rare to not see them with a textbook in hand. A hopeful grin tugged at my lips. A couple study sessions with you and I'll be all good. For the first time since Yua's hospitalization, you smiled. I can't do miracles, bud. Even if I ask really nicely, you can't pull that on me. I grew up with Yua's expert begging techniques. Real nicely? A small grin played on their face. Shut up! They rolled their eyes, smirking. I'm gonna come back stronger than ever with your grades rubbing off on me. I'd like to think my genius is contagious. You replied, pretending to examine their nails with mock arrogance. Our usual back and forth. For that moment where we both laughed out loud, it was if the awkwardness from our previous encounter had dissolved into the air. The only thing missing from this is Yua gently or quietly giggling along next to her sibling. I really, really hope that we'll have the chance to hang out like this, all of 3 of us, for a long time to come. Zuzu, answer me something honestly. Yeah? You turn to me.
Listen,
Are you sure that you still like Yua that way? The question caught me off guard. I hesitated, my mind racing to articulate a response. What do you mean? What do you mean, if I'm sure? Of course I am. You and I love each other. You dropped their cigarette on the floor, extinguishing it underfoot. You didn't sound like you agreed with that before the hospitalization. The implication hung in the air, prompting me to shake my head in disagreement. Cast my gaze downward, as if the remnants of the discarded cigarette were the most fascinating thing in the world.
I'm worried.
I understand you feel bad. Like me, you've read up on this illness and its rumored causes. I've been watching you starve yourself, skip classes, ignore our friends, all to take care of Yua. Tell me, have you two talked about the breakup since that time? A hushed silence fell over me. Zuzu. You uttered my name with a gentle, yet firm tone. I haven't. I confessed, my voice barely above a whisper. You should. Talk to you about it. Get your feelings about that sorted out. Don't let it linger for too long. Your well-being matters too. I don't think that's a good idea. You will get upset again, and it might worsen her symptoms. Conflicting emotions tugged at me. On one hand, the concern for Yua's well-being was paramount. On the other hand, the undeniable truth that you cared deeply for Yua and wanted the best for her. I mean, it's best to be honest. It's worth a try. Honesty is the best policy. I'm only taking a moment because I can hear the wife typing. So I don't know if she's typing something in chat. Yeah, communication is our first rule, so it's worth a try. I'll try. I responded tentatively. Frankly, I wish I'd never attempted to break up with you at all. It was a mistake. If it were up to me, I'd rather pretend it never happened. But you has a point. Leaving things unsaid is not good for either of us.
Nice.
You will? I don't want to look back on that day. Yeah, I'll try, okay? I will. Every time I think of it, I feel ashamed, upset, guilty.
Yeah.
All right, I'll trust you. It's my fault Yua is sick. I want to try make it better, but Yu's advice is what we need. You and I spend a quiet time together until we went our separate ways. fluorescent lit corridor stretched out endlessly as I made my way back toward Yua's room. The usual hustle and bustle of the hospital hushed to a mere whisper, leaving only the rhythmic beat of my own heart in my ears. As I arrived at the door marked with Yua's room number, I hesitated, my hand hovering over the handle. I'm nervous. On my way here, I had mentally rehearsed the words that needed to be spoken. I'm afraid of what could happen if I said them out loud, yet I know I have to. With a deep breath, I entered the room. As I pushed open the door, a warm smile greeted me. Zuzu, you're back. A knot of worry tightened in my stomach. One of my concerns lingered in the back of my mind, the fear that by delving into the past, I might inadvertently stir up resentment or anger in Yua. The weight of responsibility pressed up upon me. Her dad hasn't been coming by, and neither has you. If not for me, Yua could get lonely. Did your friends from the club come by while I was away? But just by looking around the room, my fears are
Yes.
sated. Yeah, the music teacher came too. You just missed them. The get well soon balloons, the presents, the letters I helped put up on the walls. They're all proof that Yua has people by her side. I've been consumed by guilt. I wasn't able to see that. Yua is very loved by many people. How's the club doing without you? We don't have any performances coming up until the end of the year, so they told me I don't have to worry and should focus on getting better. Yua reassured me, her eyes glancing over a stack of letters that had accumulated during her absence. Among them, one particular letter caught my attention, adorned with a whimsical hand-drawn piano. It's sweet. From what Yua has told me, the orchestra club is tight-knit. Seeming to be thinking the same as me, Yua smiled warmly. At the contest we went to last year, I was shocked at how competitive the other school clubs were. The club members bickered and argued with each other a lot, too. Our club is totally different. Everyone's really nice and chill. Their visits and gifts are proof of that. Okay, that was an interesting transition screen. You and I chatted and laughed for some time. Seeing her so chipper and healthy looking, my remaining fears about the conversation we needed to have disappeared quickly. I have to do this. Yua, I wanted to talk to you about something. Hi, Essa. Welcome in. And yes, the wheel is back. We are currently playing the wheel's first choice of the night, hydrangea.
Huh?
Yeah, what is it, Suzu? I exhaled a nervous breath, which is a psychological horror visual novel. I don't know what Yua's reaction to what I'm about to say will be, but you can tell me anything, Zuzu. We have to talk about it. We can't pretend it never happened. I've been thinking that we should talk about what happened that day. I looked into Yua's eyes, hoping to find a hint of understanding. What day? When we were alone back at our classroom. When we talked about breaking up. The atmosphere in the room shifted. Moment of silence lingered. And then... Yua? The sudden onslaught of coughs echoed through the room, each one more intense than the last. And each cough racked Yua's frail form, dozens of delicate flowers' petals fluttering from her lips. Yua heaved and beat on her chest, struggling for breath. I feel cold. Her shoulders shook as she held on to the thin bed sheets of the bed. Quickly the color left her face, pale, shaking, exactly the way Yua was that day in the classroom. Why is this happening? I thought you were getting better. Frantically, I moved to reach for the call button.
You know why. You're making me like this.
Yua grabbed my shoulder, forcefully pulling me back to the bed. Staring straight into my eyes, she
People
heaved.
die of this sickness. Last year, about a dozen dropped dead. Empty tubes and machines in an empty hospital room.
Close to her like this, the flower petals stuck to her mouth and chin were as clear as day. Purple hydrangeas, exactly like the ones I gave her earlier today, and that previous day, and the previous. Because the ones they loved abandoned them.
Because the ones they loved didn't care enough to love them back.
That's not true. I care about you. I care about you more than.
Because the ones they loved had evil, harmful thoughts like that in mind. Breaking up? Why would you break up with me now? Do you want me to?
I didn't say anything about. That's not what I meant. Yua sobbed.
You did! You said you wanted to break up again!
I thought it back to what I had said moments ago. No, that's not what I. All I did was ask her how she felt about what happened. Don't you love me? Yua's tears broke my heart. I should have never brought up the subject at all. I love you. I love you. Please don't cry. I wanted to call the fact that she misunderstood me, but her tears at the thought that I don't love her back made me.
Liar! 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 You said you want to leave me!
No, Yua, I love you. If Yua doesn't believe our love is mutual, will her condition get worse? Will she end up like the others who had this disease? Will she?
Nobody loves me. I'm all alone. My sibling hates me. My dad hasn't even called. And all my friends are liars.
Liars, but they gave you all those presents and the letters. Yua's tear-streaked face turned towards
They're
me.
lying. They don't even like me. Even before I got here. They said it. They said it. They don't even understand me at all. Not like you do. You're the only one who gets me.
The sound of Yua's anguish filled the room, a heartbreaking wail that cut through the air. I sat by Yua's side, my hand resting on her shoulder. No matter how much I tried to offer words of comfort, she would not stop crying. It reached the point where I found myself about to cry as well. I didn't know what to do. What's going on here? The door behind us creaked open, and someone came in. Yua, sweetie, calm down. The nurse ran to Yua's side. I don't know what. She won't. You've done enough. Please, leave. She gazed at me sternly. I don't want to leave Yua's like this, but I don't. Zuzu hates me. Despite the growing number of hospital staff rushing in to assist, the distress escalated. More nurses and doctors entered the room. The nurse's stern gaze lingered on me, a directive to step back and allow the professionals to take charge. Reluctantly, I retreated. Yu's advice was terrible. What was I doing? What I was doing was perfect. Yua was getting better. We're better off looking after and listening to each other without anyone getting in between. I was wrong. I'm the only one Yua has. We'd always been classmates. Our friend groups were different. We didn't have any interests in common. For a long time, you and Yua were familiar names I heard mostly during the morning roll call. Where is it? It's a rainy day in early April when we met. I had forgotten the keychain one of my friends had given me as a souvenir from one of their trips. It was silly, somewhat messy looking duck keychain made of cheap material. The colors were already fading after a few days of use.
Cute.
I did a double take as I approached my desk. Paralyzed to the spot, I wondered how to approach the person who was now holding my lost keychain. I knew you a smart, cool, and quiet person who was infamous for making our classmates cry. Not because they were mean, but because they had rejected numerous confession attempts. I suppose there was something attractive about their mysterious character. I couldn't see
I've
it.
never seen a yellow one with a purple beak before. So cute. Colorful.
You continued to inspect the duck keychain in their hands and smiling gently. It was a surreal sight. This was the same person who was infamous for being a cool, collected heartbreaker, giggling over a duck. I mustered the courage to speak up, breaking the silence that hung between us. Hey, you, that's, fine. I must have dropped it. Thanks for finding it. You looked up, their expression shifting from amusement to shock.
Since when have you been there?
Since the, giggling. You put their hands to their face and made a bizarre noise. Sorry. They took their hands out. I could see a flush of pink on their cheeks.
Ducks. I just appreciate the diversity in the animal kingdom. That's all. Ducks happen to be part of it.
Uh-huh. I couldn't help but find Yu's discomfort endearing. I had stumbled upon a secret they never intended to share.
You know, it's just one of those things. Ducks have their charm.
Uh-huh. Do you have, like, a favorite duck?
Wood ducks.
Wood ducks? We have to get go. Ah! Have I played Life is Strange? No, I have not. I have seen, like, snippets of it, though, and it looks interesting. And that's when Yua appeared. Another duck keychain? Don't you have, like, 24 at home? Oh my gosh. Yua, shut up! Dozens. That's quite the collection you've got going. Shut up. You made a duck friend, you? Stop it. You've said too much. Did you talk about how our bathtub is full of plastic duck?
No.
I'll kill you. As I delved deeper into banter, it became clear that you was indeed a closet duck enthusiast, despite their attempt to downplay it. Shelton, your shower lacks adhesive ducts. Back then, you was much more shy and would stutter and blush every time over every single thing. The confidence you has today is new, something she seemed to build slowly as the seasons passed that year. Yua was just my new friend's sister. Our relationship was nothing special. But when Yua finally turned to me, her first words were puzzling.
Beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff. What? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Don't mind her. That's just a thing Yua does for luck. The room seemed to brighten as her eyes finally locked, and her lips parted to utter another enigmatic phrase.
Honey syrup pancakes.
Yua blurted out another seemingly random phrase, and you sighed. And to unsuccessfully disguise her embarrassment, you pokes Yua's cheek, rolling their eyes. Saying the name of a food Yua likes when talking to new people was something she did a lot, even to cashiers and teachers. Watching the twins bicker, I felt like I could get along with them. Oi, what are you laughing at? Sorry, I didn't mean to. Yua's also protective of Yua. Those first couple conversations we had, it felt like they were testing me. Don't laugh at me, Yua stammered, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. Sorry, I just thought it's just, you're cute.
Huh?
Breathe, Yua, breathe. Ah! According to you, Yua fell for me that day. Didn't mean to tease you. It's okay. I didn't know what she saw in me during that interaction, but I can't say I wasn't interested in the siblings. From that day on, you and I began to talk a lot, mostly about their beloved ducks. Soon, Yua started to join our little circle too. To think it all started over a cheap knockoff keychain. After getting kicked out of the room, I wandered around until I found myself at the hospital's cafeteria. My appetite was non existent. A heavy weight of guilt settled in my stomach, making even the thought of food unappealing. I walked to the food counter but didn't pick up a tray. Everything looked bland and unappetizing.
You.
What are you getting today? Turning, I saw you approaching with a tray in hand. They looked me up and down, frowning. Are you okay? I nod, but my attempt at reassurance fell flat. Just not hungry, I guess. Dejected and lacking any will or energy to stay in line, I sat down by the usual table. You followed after me, their footsteps echoing softly against the floor. They settled into the seat in front of me, an empty tray still in their hands. Your advice was not helpful. I couldn't hide my annoyance. Doing what you suggested before was the biggest mistake I could have made. I'll help Yua by doing what I had been doing from the start. Yua was getting better. It's my fault that her health took a turn.
Listen.
Zuzu, you're taking on too much. What are your friends saying about you coming here every single day? I brushed off their concerns with a dismissive wave from my hand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? My dismissive response triggered a reaction in you, their eyebrows knitting together. No one else needs to be involved. You and I are fine by ourselves. I insisted, my voice hollow with resignation. I'm tired. Haven't slept a wink. Forget it. I don't want to talk to you.
I'm worried.
You haven't been coming to class, you're not responding to any of our friends' texts, and you refuse to speak to me. Yu's eyes searched mine for a glimmer of understanding. Don't you see how you're isolating yourself? Please, tell me what happened yesterday. I sighed. You will not let this go until I tell them everything. That's the kind of person they are. Reluctantly, I relented. Fine. I explained to them what happened. You listened intently, nodding and humming along as I told them every single thing you and I said to each other. It's easy for me to remember exactly how it went. Last night, I kept reliving the moment over and over again, trying to understand where was it that I went wrong. After I finished, you looked up at me. Without uttering a single word, they shook their head and sighed. Yua was accusing you of trying to break up with her again? I grimaced. The first time I tried to do that, I actually went to you for help. They helped me come to a decision. But this time, you never said you wanted to break up. No.
Yeah?
She didn't even let you get a word in, right? That's exactly it. You have cried so much I was afraid of making it worse. It wouldn't have happened if I had kept my mouth shut. If I had just left things the way they were, Yua wouldn't have started coughing like that again. If I had started when I had the bright idea of talking about our relationship that day, everything was fine. Then again, yesterday, I tried to do the same. Everything was great. Everything. But because of me, she's sick. Again. While watching me mutter to myself, Yua finally put their tray down. They placed their hands firmly on the table, bringing my attention back to
Listen,
them. Speaking as a third party, it sounds like Yua might have manipulated you back there. Caught me off guard, I blinked once, then twice. Confusion etched across my features. I stammered. What? Undeterred by my bewilderment, you continued. That's what it sounds like to me. She talked about how nice and supportive the orchestra club is, but the moment you brought up the subject of a breakup, suddenly they're mean. The way she brought up the possibility of dying and implied it would be your fault sounds like guilting you into staying. But, and most importantly, she accused of you saying things you didn't say. I took a deep breath, biting my lower lips. That's important, Zuzu. You know what you did and didn't say. Yeah, he ain't wrong. Think about it. You leaned back, their gaze unwavering, awaiting my response. I. You're right, I didn't really imply I wanted to break up. Did it feel like you put words in your mouth? She. I. You moved their hands away from the table, and for a second, I thought they were going to lean in to touch me. They hesitated, instead placing a hand on their lap.
you don't have to carry this burden alone. Friendship means being there for each other, especially in the tough times. You don't have to face this alone. I've got your back.
Hearing such a sentimental things, I almost wondered if this really was you who was speaking. They were never one of the honest about their feelings or speak aloud about their friendship and bonds. It was touching sentiment, especially coming from them. But there was still something bothering me. He wants me to share my burdens regarding Yua, but at the same time, I know it's upsetting, but I need to know why you don't want to see Yua. You took a moment to collect their thoughts, their gaze momentarily distant. Seeing Yua like that, it's bringing back some difficult memories for me and my father. You had a family member hospitalized before? You don't want to talk. You don't want to talk about it. It's tough. That must be it. The reluctant, confident Yua wasn't merely about personal discomfort, but was rooted in a painful past. Stupid people who make their partners cry should think twice before they speak. You will still tell me. Will tell me when they want to, not a second earlier. I have to see Yua. You tilted their head. You have to, or you want to. Gritting my teeth, I realized that I had no response to that. Zuzu, you came. I stood before Yua, my heart heavy with remorse. Hi, Yua. I'm sorry. My words falter. Guilt gnawed at my insides. I felt terrible, guilty. Yua shook her head and reached out to grasp my hands. No, let's not talk about it. It's better that we don't talk about yesterday. Nodding in agreement, I struggled to meet Yua's gaze, the weight of my own inadequacies bearing down on me like heavy object to my shoulders. Right, you're right. All I do is hurt her. I shouldn't talk at all. I got you something. Please, take it. In an attempt to bring bridge the gap, Yua diverted the conversation with a small gesture of kindness. She reached over the nightstand next to the bed and showed me a hairpin. Take it with you. Me? But it's yours, isn't it? And isn't it a gift from one of your clubmates, too? It's a thank you for always coming to see me. Plus, what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. But, Yua, take it. With a hesitant nod, I accepted the offering, my fingers trembling as I reached out to the hairpin Yua offered. Oh, and this too. Delving beneath the bed sheets, Yua retrieved some lined paper and handed it to me. What's this? I did some fortune telling this morning, and the flowers told me some really important things. They told me that I should write down my feelings and let you read them. It's a gift. Please read it after you leave. Why is read it underlined? Can't I read it now?
No.
No, it's embarrassing. You can't. I'm reading it.
Please.
No, no, no. Cute. Look, she's so cute. Yua's overreacting after all. Yua isn't that kind of person. She's too innocent and cute. And it's okay. After what I did to her, I got what I deserve. Okay, I'll read it when I get home. Again, read it is underlined. Promise? I squeezed Yua's hand and smiled. Promise. Yua giggled quietly, her gaze dropping shyly to the floor, a soft smile playing at the corners of her lips. A few seconds of comfortable silence went by. I'd be fine staying here with Yua for a long time, just enjoying her company. I'm happy Yua doesn't want to talk about yesterday. It's better this way. Perhaps some things are better left unspoken. Then she let out another
You
giggle.
know, I don't need anyone else but you.
Yandere much? Yua moved her hand from mine, instead placing it on my cheek. I recoiled instinctively, but immediately apologized and moved to accept her
The
touch.
more I think about it, the more I understand. You and I are meant to be. We're fated soulmates.
Another giggle escaped her lips, and Yua tilted her head, stroking my cheek up and
That's
down.
why I can't stop thinking about you. You're everything I think about.
Yeah, this is definitely going a little
I
yandere.
want to spend every waking moment next to you.
Her other hand reached to touch my shoulder.
I dream of you. Every night, I see your face. And it's the only thing that makes my dreams worth having.
Her hand, cold as ice, reached out to touch my shoulder, sending a shiver down my spine. Yua, her hands are freezing, colder than they should be. As I thought, yesterday was terrible on her health. The symptoms are returning.
I can't bear to be away from you for even a moment. It feels like an eternity.
Every article and piece I read on this disease said the same thing. I must reciprocate her feelings. That's the only way for her to get better. But honesty is the best policy. And I mean, she's being a little creepy at the moment. You're fine. I don't know. Don't find the best ending. But that's a bit too much. It's too much, too intense. I love her, but not to that level. I can't say that out loud. You will cry. Ah, I see. That must be why the symptoms have not ceased. Zuzu? It's nothing. I love you, Yua. I love you. Her mouth is freaking me out. Day and night, I think about Yua, how unwell Yua is. How is my fault? When I'm not thinking about that or visiting her, I'm reading about her diagnosis. I have to love Yua just like she loves me. Otherwise, she could die. In this hospital alone, struggling to breathe, coughing up her lungs with no cure in
I'm
sight.
so happy.
It haunts me, that image. I can't live with that. I, obs- I observed as Yua took her hands away from me to adjust the arrangements of the hydrangea bouquet, fingers tracing the delicate petals. I love your presence too. Sadly, it was getting late and I started to rain too. I had to go, lest the nurses come to kick me out again. Visiting hours are almost over. There's a fleeting moment of hesitation before Ewan nodded, accepting the reality of the situation. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. You'll come tomorrow, right? And every day. And until I get all better? Of course. If you don't come, I'll be. No, no, don't get sicker, please. I'll come. I'll absolutely come, okay? Don't be sad. You only has me.
Okay.
I believe you. Yua leaned her hand on my shoulder. A content sigh escaped her lips. Then she looked up at me, her eyes
Try
glittering.
not to mess up this time, sweetie.
I. Yua's expectations were heavy, suffocating blanket. I won't. Visiting hours are over. Hey, Zuzu, did you hear me? Hey, huh? Yeah, I'm leaving. I exited the hospital alongside the visitors and staff. The afternoon sky stretched overhead, fanning remnants of the day's sunlight casting a golden glow. A sudden, sharp realization gripped me, freezing me in my tracks. I stood there, the bustling noise of the surroundings morphing into a distant hum. I fumbled through my pockets, rifling through the contents of my bag. I looked everywhere, but it was not there. No, no, no. I forgot to take Yua's letter with me. The letter was specifically wrote for me while sick, that she took the time to write for me. A sense of dread clawed at my chest. You will be mad. You will be upset with me. You will. I can't breathe. You will cry and sob and say it's my fault because it is my fault. It's my fault she's sick. What do? I can't go back to her room. Even if I did, she could get mad because I forgot it, and that means I don't care for her enough. Everything was all right when I left, but tomorrow it'll be awful again. I. The surroundings blurred. I couldn't hear anything, and my heartbeat quickened with each spiraling thought. Everything that seemed all right moments ago now felt like a prelude to impending disaster. Tears welled up in my eyes, blurred my vision. A torrent of racing thoughts surged through my mind. I deserve it. I deserve it for messing up again. Why can't I do anything right? I'm so useless. Every inhale felt inadequate. There's no air. We're outside, but there's no more air for me. I can't breathe. The weight of my chest intensified with vice like pressure that made me impossible to draw full breath. Your character sounds like they're getting Stockholm syndrome. Maybe. I can't breathe. I can't. Stockholm syndrome mixed in with like a panic attack. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's suffocating. Okay, now it's just repeating I can't breathe over and over and over again. I am not reading all of that. Whoa. Okay. Zuzu. What's wrong? What did Yua do? You emerged into focus, but I can't breathe. Leave me alone. I can't hear them. Deep breaths. You're having. I don't need you. I snapped. I can't breathe. It's only Yua and I. Nobody else can help her. Suzu, wait. plus yandere girlfriend with a fictional disease where if they if they are unrequited in love, they die after coughing up flower petals. Yeah, yeah. I'm terrified of seeing Yua tomorrow, but I have to. One day in the fading light of the afternoon, Yua, and I decided to spend some time goofing off after school. We were eating some snacks you had bought from the vending machine. It was rare the three of us could get together this late in the day. Yua was plenty busy with her club activities most of the week. You mentioned something about her wanting to spend more time with me, but at the time I thought they were kidding. Why ducks, though?
Stop it.
Can we not? Yu's cheeks flushed with embarrassment, and they shot a pleading glance at Yua, who laughed timidly. Well, you and I had created a friendship where I could tease them and be jabbed back with no hard feelings. Yua was still slowly coming out of her shell. I know why. She had something of need to be accepted into the group, I noticed. I want to know. Always wanting a sense of belonging. It started as a joke. Our dad gifted you a plastic duck as a gag, and it just snowballed from there. Yua, shush. We can't use the bathtub anymore. It's plastic ducks. It's plastic ducks all over. All over? Floating around, going quack, 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 quack. Ugh. The scene played in my mind, an unsuspecting Yua just wanting to relax with a bath, only to find an comical amount of plastic ducks had taken over their bathroom. Makes me think of freaking Lucifer from Has-Been Hotel. Don't laugh at me. I managed to gasp between fits of laughter, motioning at you. Why do you have so many ducks, buddy?
Yeah?
It's a hobby. Everybody has one. Yua has her piano. You have annoying the heck out of me. Oops. In my amusement, I laughed so hard that I accidentally dropped my food. In a futile attempt to salvage my situation, I reached out. Instead of preventing a mess, my actions directed the trajectory straight onto Yua, creating a chaos of saucy stains on her uniform. Oh no!
Huh?
Ah. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Yua said it was alright, but the sauce-stained clothes told a different story.
Oh.
It's okay. I'll go to the bathroom and clean up. I really didn't mean for it to happen. I'm so sorry. It wasn't so bad as it is now, but they've always been sensitive to guilt, for a lack of better word. I felt tremendously guilty for ruining Yua's uniform that day.
Okay.
It's alright. After Yua rushed off to clean herself, you helped me to collect the remains of the food that had fallen on the floor.
Drink, bitch!
Alright, I'm taking a big sippy. Y'all take big sippies too. Big sippy has been had. As we bent to tidy up the mess, a subtle yet melancholic smile graced Yu's features, catching me off guard.
Yeah?
Yua is like this now, but before, she protected me. Sorry, what? I was the one who needed help. Yu's sudden expression of vulnerability caught me off guard. So much so, I questioned if I was hearing things. What do you mean? You remained silent, their gaze fixed on the floor. If I repeated my question, I would hurt them. If I hurt others, then I'll feel horrible. I don't want to be bad. I don't want to hurt anyone. The last thing I wanted to do is inflict pain upon you, or anyone else for that matter. I'm back. You returned not long after, breaking the heavy silence that had settled over us.
Nice.
Did you use water and soap? You returned to their usual calm persona the moment the twin entered the room. Of course I did. You and Yua were changing, slowly but noticeably. We all change. We're young and still building our identities. I understand that. But until what point do the changes signify something good or Zuzu, are you not listening to me? I am. She changed. Yua keeps changing every single day here.
I see.
I see. Oh, I see. I matter so little to you. You'd rather think about other people rather than hanging out with me. Words that cut deep into my soul, the exact ones I'm afraid of hearing. No, no, you know I love you. You're the only one for me. I'm at a loss for how to comfort Yua. Nothing I do is enough. Nothing I do is right. As the days goes by, I feel like I can't say or do anything without first asking you if I should. Even things completely unrelated to her. I'm just going to turn my phone off.
What?
Your phone? Why? Her tone growing increasingly agitated. I can see it coming. So we can talk in peace. Who's messaging you? No one. I have to tiptoe around you, constantly second guessing myself and seeking her approval. I should know when to speak and when to keep my mouth shut. Wrong answer, stupid, dumbo, selfish.
No!
Who's messaging you? The uncommon sound of Yua's raising her voice to scream was quickly becoming an everyday noise. Just some friends. I'm not responding, I swear. Show me. Yua, I swear You don't love me anymore, is that it? You don't love me? You found someone much better than me to chat with, and now you're going to leave me alone in this bed you put me in. You're so evil. You're evil. This has nothing to do with that. Why are you so suspicious of me? How can you claim to love me if you don't trust me at all? I can't ask those questions. It'll only make her madder. I love you. I'm sorry. You can look at my messages. I relented, my voice barely above a whisper. I just want everything to go back to how it was. I love you too. Turning my phone off, or turning off my phone was an attempt to carve out a semblance of control, but I couldn't do that without her permission. So in the end, I have no control at all.
Hmm.
You have briefly glanced through my messages. Each passing second felt like an eternity. I shouldn't argue anymore. There's no point. Where should I spend my lunchtime? I don't know. Not like it matters. Every single day is the same. Rooftop. I don't care that it sounded like it was raining and it's no longer raining. It's nice. The air was thick with acrid scent of cigarette smoke. I don't care. Flowers are pretty. I don't know what I'm doing here. You was taking a smoke by the corner of the rooftop away from everyone else. The gritty texture of the cigar or cinder walls pressed against my back as I leaned my head against them, sitting by Yu's side. The wisp of smoke curled upwards from the tip of the cigarette, which then dissipated into the darkness. I had never stopped to look at you like this before. The way they smoke. Why'd they do it? Why do they do it? The sounds away from us seemed to be even further away. I could hear only the sound of our quiet breathing on the occasional flicker of the lights as you played with it. Lighter. Time seemed to stretch infinitely. Finally, as the last traces of the smoke dissipated, you broke the silence.
You know where the term gaslighting came from?
No. You asked, their gaze fixed on the
It's a
horizon.
term that dates back to a play. You know, Gaslight by Patrick Hamilton.
I listened to you, but their words sounded far away, hazy, distant.
The manipulator dims the gas lights in the house, but when confronted, they deny any change, making the victim question their own perception of reality.
It's a tactic, a form of psychological manipulation designed to make someone doubt their own sanity. With a heavy sigh, you lowered themselves to sit next to me. Her voice was quiet, almost gentle. People can be adept at gaslighting without even realizing it. I've been irritated lately, a lot. I'm sick of Yu's implications and talking around the subject. Yua is not gaslighting or manipulating me. Yeah, she is. We love each other. We fight sometimes, but we always make up. I don't think so. It's burdensome. I'm tired. I'm always tired.
I'm worried.
I know. I've been hearing you talk about it for days. You always make up. You always reconcile. You pretend nothing happened. I shifted uncomfortably against the rooftop's gritty surface, my gaze fixed to the roof,
Listen,
fixed to the floor. Zuzu, that's the third stage of the cycle of abuse. Yu's response was measured, almost detached, as if they were observing the situation from a distance. Ah, perhaps that's why they refuse to see Yua, easier to watch than to partake. Yu keeps using these words abuse, manipulation, gaslighting as if they're accurate to Yua and I. They're not. Yes, they are. That's not what's going on at all. Yes, it is. It's not that simple. Yua is sick, and not tightened in my stomach. Things just get heated, and then we find a way to make things right again. You regarded me with a steady gaze, their eyes boring into mine with an intensity that made me squirm.
hmm?
But does it really make things right, or does it just create a temporary calm before the storm returns? You speaks the truth. Look, the cycle goes tension, incident, reconciliation, and calm. I shook my head, unwilling to let you pull me into their made up story. Don't explain it, I don't need it. I moved to get up. As I pushed myself upright, my muscles protested with aching stiffness, the gritty texture of the rooftop surface scraped against the palms of my hands. Leave me alone. Turn away from you. I don't want to hear it. I just want everything to go back to how it was before. And it will. Yua just needs to get better. She will. I'll be here tomorrow, you know. Whatever. I lost track of time. I'm going to see Yua with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Yua cries and screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize and apologize and apologize until I can't breathe. Yu tries to convince me to eat. I'm not hungry. Go away. Yua gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. The next day, I go to see Yua with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Yua cries and screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize. Yu speaks about the past. I yearn for it. I tell them about a nightmare I had where Yua dies in my arms and it's too late to call for help. I yearn for it. Go away. Yua gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. The next day, I go to see Yua with a bouquet of hydrangeas. My love isn't strong enough. Her health worsens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yu tells me they can't do this anymore. Me neither. Me neither. There's a phase of reconciliation, you know. They try to make amends, apologize, promise to change, or gestures like giving presents. Go away. Yua gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you. I love you too. The next day, I go to see Yua with a bouquet of hydrangeas.
No!
You didn't say you loved me yesterday. I didn't? Oh, sorry. I don't know if you is right or not. She must be. I'm always in the wrong. It's always my fault. You speaks as if they know everything about everything.
Listen.
Tension is the first stage. Builds up stress and unease, feelings that something is about to go wrong. Next is the incident. This is when things boil over. It could be an argument, a confrontation, or any form of leave me alone. Yua gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you. I love you too. I said it this time. I should say it twice from now on, so I never forget again. I go to see Yua with the bouquet of hydrangeas. Yua cries and screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize and apologize and apologize until I can't breathe. Yua tries to convince me to eat. I'm not hungry. Go away. Yua gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. Next day, I go to see Yua with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Okay, how long is this circle going to continue? I apologize. Speaks about the past. Okay, this is just going in the same loop. Why is it's just looping? I love you. I love you too.
No.
Yeah, this is. You didn't say you loved me yesterday. This is the same loop.
Listen,
Yeah, this is the same exact words. I feel like. Okay, fine. Okay, it was just that was weird. I think of running off somewhere far, far away, a place where Yua doesn't exist. Nobody knows me there. For the moment, I'm happy. The next day, I go see Yua with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Because I had such an awful, selfish thought yesterday, she coughs up petals and cry. I am at fault. You is not here. It's no surprise. Coming here every day for me, I'm not worth it. I can't do anything right. Unless useless, useless, useless. The next day, my legs took me to the East Wing's fourth floor's hallway once more. Everything I did was on autopilot.
you.
Zuzu, I was not planning on talking to you. I was not planning on talking to anyone except Yua. I wanted to be left alone. Can we talk? But has been good to me. They've heard me out day after day. Even when I yelled at them to go away, pushed them away over and over. For some reason, they stayed. For some reason, they hadn't given up on me like everyone else has. Sure, we can talk. Yesterday, you told me about a nightmare you had. Ah, that was yesterday? It feels like a month ago. A month feels like a week ago. I don't know where in time I
I'm
am.
worried.
You're scared that Yua will die because of you? That's why you're driving yourself sick. Yeah, but I'm fine. I'm okay. I assume you read about the treatments for the disease? That's all I do when I'm not
No.
here. Then you know about the surgeries and the transplants and how they've been successful. You Patients with Yua's disease have gone through successful lung surgeries. It's true, I read about it. And I read about it and I read about it some more. The risks are too big. What if they don't work? If something goes wrong, Yua could die. Lung surgeries have so many risks: infections, bleeding, air leaks, damage to the lungs, blood vessels, the nerves, even the heart. If Yua dies, it's my fault because I made her sick. Not to mention um op- post operatory complications. Some people don't even wake up from anesthesia, and Yua looked deep into my eyes. I blubbered on,
Stop it.
Zuzu. I paused to breathe, and they put a hand on my shoulder. Do you really believe that, or is that what Yua told you? I. If it were you from 3 months ago, would you believe the things you were saying? I don't. I don't know. The kind of person I was 3 months ago, 6 months, a year. Yua and the disease and how it makes it better. how to make it better are the only things in my mind all day, every single day. I don't know. The Zuzu I was friends with would ask Yua to get the
Listen.
surgery because you're always want the best for your friends. That's the kind of person you are. How'd you forget that, Zuzu? Yu's words were like a slap into my face. Your relationship with Yua is bringing out the worst from you both. I've watched you become lethargic, anxious,
You've
depressed.
isolated yourself from everyone who loves you. You stopped doing the things you enjoy. Please, think about it. A healthy relationship would not do this to you.
I let Yu's words sink in. A healthy relationship. I know what that is supposed to be like. My parents have one. My friends too. I've seen them in books, movies, cartoons. I know what it is. It's because speechless, I tried to find a way to explain myself, but you stopped me, shaking their head as if they know what was going through my mind. Oh, dude, sorry. Since when have I been this anxious? Doubting every little thing, thinking of well, what ifs and despairing over them. There's a few articles I'd like you to read. I'll send them to you. Take a look. I can't. What? Yua has my phone. The moment with the words left my mouth, I noticed something that was supposed to be
Well,
obvious. What? Why? My response was quiet, barely hearable. The realization embarrassed me, because Yua needs to check my messages to see if I'm cheating on her. Something so simple. Yua has my phone. My freaking phone. I watched movies where this exact thing happens, and I've laughed or gotten frustrated at the character that let it happen. I've read books where the love struck protagonists stay with partners who steal their phones or constantly accuse them of cheating. It's me. It's so obvious, so stupid. Check the links I sent you when you get home, then. And I have some books you could borrow as well. Do you want them? I'm the idiotic protagonist who can't see the truth before them. What the hell am I doing? Seriously, how did I let Yua do this? It's not normal. It's not something you do to a partner. Thank you, you. You've helped me already. So you're going home and resting and having a decent meal? No. There's something else I need to do first. I need to talk to Yua. I'm angry at myself for being so blind, and at Yua for doing this to me. Zuzu? I'll go rest, I promise. Sorry, you. It's my turn to lie. Alright, call me when. Send me an email or something when you get home. Of course. A myriad of memories returned to me then. I headed to room 402. Breakup? Yes, I'm sorry, Yua, but I don't think this will work out.
Huh?
But why? My
No.
flowers, you said they were meant to be. This can't be true. No, 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 no. I'd seen the signs slowly popping up as we spent time together. For now, I'd like to take a break from a romantic relationship with
No.
you. Break? You know that's not a thing. At first, Yua was sweet, kind, funny. And being with her. We can still be friends. I don't want to lose the bond we have. But dating you was not what I expected it to be. It was her cuteness that I was attracted to, her kind, sweet personality. But I didn't really know her. I noticed not nearly as much as I knew you. Frankly, being with you was becoming a chore, an exhausting one. It was becoming too much for me to handle. I found myself no longer looking forward to talking or being near her as sweethearts. Planning dates or going out of my way to walk her home was not something I enjoyed anymore. How could you? The attraction was towards her was superficial. By talking with you about it, I realized that what I wanted was for the three of us to go back to how we were before. You listen to me. I thought if we hit pause on what was going on between us, we could take some time to rethink what we wanted. I just wanted to be my friend back. Then it happened. Yua, what's going on? Are you okay? Yua began to cough aggressively. Strange things I couldn't take a good look at take a good look at left her mouth as she heaved. I didn't understand back then what it meant, the disease, its symptoms, and the cause. Certainly that day, what Yua understood was that I didn't love her anymore. That's how we ended up here. That's how I lost sight of what's important to me. Pushing open the door, I entered Yua's hospital room. Zuzu, you're back. Not wasting a single moment more, I knew what I had to say it now. We need to talk. Yua's eyes met mine, a mixture of surprise and curiosity flickering
What?
in her gaze. Talk? About what? I took a deep breath. About us, our relationship.
No!
Again with this? If I let her, she won't let me get a word out. It's not working, Yua. You can't keep pretending everything's okay. Yua shifted uncomfortably in the bed, shaking her head.
Do you want me to die? You know you're killing me if you do this!
I looked it up, Yua. There are some treatments that you could take part of. They're experimental, but they have had good results. There are people with your illness who are living full lives and don't have to stay in hospitals. There's a surgery, too, for the lungs. It's experimental, but it works. Even if we break up, or if something happens to me, you don't have to die, Yua. No, no, no. Yua coughed again and again. With a gasp, she managed to speak. No, no, no. How could you say that? Surgery? The one that could remove all of my emotions, too? What? That's just a rumor. There's no cases where.
Liar! 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 You want me to suffer, don't you? All this time, you really hated me, haven't you? You want me to die! You do!
Every fiber of my being wanted to scream, no, 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 that's not it at all. But I recalled the articles I read and what you taught me. It doesn't matter what I say, she's just gonna twist it and find another way to make me out to be the bad guy. I don't want you to die, Yua. I want you to be okay. But I need to be okay too, and I'm not. Don't you see? I haven't been sleeping, talking to my friends, or even eating well. No, 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 no. Yua reached over to one of the nightstands. I clenched my fists and gritted my teeth in frustration. We're not over. We're not breaking up. My words mean nothing to her. Don't they? That's not only your decision, too, Yua. No.
We're not breaking up. We're not.
Why did they give the mentally unstable person a knife? I gasped at the sight before
Take it
me.
back. Or I'll die.
Why did they give the mentally unstable person a knife? Yua held a small knife to her
Right
neck.
here. Right now.
No, no, Yua, please. Guilt. Panic.
You're so mean to me. Calling me all those things. Making up lies about me.
I mean, I didn't say anything to you.
You've made me so sad. I want to die. I want to die so badly.
Okay, it did already say mature game. Okay. I didn't know if it was going to automatically do it, but I guess it did for some reason. I'm.
You put me in the hospital.
I am not bullying poor Yua. Poor Yua is bullying me.
You made me so sick. I can't get out of bed. I can't breathe. I can't play the piano. I'm stuck in this room. I have no one else but you. If anything, you're the abusive one. You're the one who ruined my life.
Beg to differ. What is this? I'm the bad guy? Because I made Yua go this far? Make her drop the knife. Make her stop. How? If Yua dies because of me, I won't know what to do with myself. Being responsible for someone's death is something I'll stay with you. I will. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I don't know anything. I can't think of anything. Just please drop the knife, okay? Give it to me. I love you. What am I without Yua? What kind of person was I before we started dating?
You said you want to break up.
Sorry, no, I don't want to break up. We'll stay together forever.
If you love me, then say sorry. Apologize for saying I'm evil. For saying I'm the villain. That it's my fault you're unwell.
Did I say that? Was I lying? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I just want Yua to drop the knife. I just want this to be over. I'm sorry for lying, for implying.
You said I'm evil.
I'm sorry for saying you're evil. Please forgive me. I don't want you to die. I love you. I love you. Where's this heavy as air, as meaningful as passing wind? I love you, Yua. Don't die. Please, please, please. Yua eventually gave me the knife. By the time she calmed down, we were both sobbing. My head hurt. My eyes ached. I'm a terrible person. No, you're not. From that day on, Yua continued to get better, then worse, then better. There seemed to be no end to it. Over and over, the cycle started up again. In my head, I knew it was wrong. I knew that you had a point. I knew that this isn't a healthy relationship. But whenever I showed my doubts, Yua would do this again. Again, again, again. We'd start from scratch the next day, then continue where we left off. If I don't love her back, she will die. If not for this disease.
Loves me. Loves me not. Loves me. Loves me not.
You could just not visit. I mean, she does have his phone.
Loves me.
And then if he didn't visit,
We really
uh
are fated soulmates.
she would probably still try and, do the thing with the knife, and he would blame himself still.
We'll never be apart. Right, sweetie?
Then tell an adult that is the answer. So many loopholes. That is definitely the answer.
Did you not hear me? Say that you love me. Say it. Say it!
Right. What day is it? What was the last time I spoke to anyone else? I don't know.
Say it. I love you. I love you. Say it. Or I could die. Do you want that to happen?
No. I love you, Yua.
Say it. Or I could die. Do you want that to happen?
Yua, they might have given up on me. But it's okay. Hover over the text and I've given up on myself too. What does that mean? Oh. This is love, the love I've been searching for. I found it. I'm happy that even I could be loved. Someone like me who is a bad child, stay with me. What? Ending 2. Okay then. Well, that was hydrangea. It's got 4 endings total. I think we're good with just the one ending. It was the experience we got. So, that was definitely rough. But that was the ending we got, so that's the ending we're gonna stay with. There we go. Not your favorite game? Yeah. Hey, Rubber Ducky, that's that was apt. Okay, so writing that one down as a one we have done. All right, and we are gonna go and move it from the list, and then go shuffle, 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 and we are going to see if we can try and get something we can do tonight. Come on. Okay. Okay. Do we have enough time, we think, for Iron Lung? I don't really know how long this one is. I don't. In honor of the Markiplier. Not if I have a lot of Zoro issues. Well, we'll try it. We'll see how I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and spot the category over to Iron Lung. We're not doing a death counter. No.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure about that. The death counter is specifically set up still for the archipelago. So we're not doing a death counter. And oh my gosh, this is loud. That's better. Okay, let me take a sip of my water because I was talking a lot for the first game. So much reading. Okay. Let us dive in to Iron Lung. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were in space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructures crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in the universe of barren moons. Lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict, tasked with exploring the anomaly. and a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside for the moment for the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. Okay, I will say, one, I have watched someone play this game before years ago, back when this game first came out. Have not watched anything recently, so I kind of get the gist. I'm gonna be having to remember what's going on. Two, I have not seen the Iron Lung movie, though I have heard great things about the Markiplier Iron Lung movie. I have not seen it. I need to eventually see it. I will get there eventually. No, I haven't seen it yet. I know.
Beginning your descent. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by.
Have you seen it, Essa? Have you seen it, Essa?
I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding.
Can I please be able to move
We're
now?
starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so receive and be careful.
You loved it? I will say I really want to see it, but I am very nervous about seeing it because I am not the biggest fan of horror movies. Okay, we're on X 182.30 and 116.70. So X 182.30 and 116.70. So right about here. So we need to go up and then right. Okay, so we need to get about 200. You love horror movies? Okay. The closest I get to horror movies is like the Resident Evil series movies. I love the Resident Evil movies. Which I don't know if those technically count as horror or not. Okay, so 200. And then I need to go to about 300. Um, how do I change? How do I change X? 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of the moon AT-5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of the Fourth Blood Ocean. A trench beneath the ocean's surface has several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest within the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specific position and 10 degrees of the specific angle. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to sub-controls will will trigger if you get close to any obstacles. Good luck. Okay, again, how do I change X? Ah, that's how. I'm at 230. So 201. Okay, so yeah, I'm just like right next to. Okay, so we need to be slightly past 300 and. Oh, if I hover over it, it tells me. Never mind. 322 and 186. I did not know that was a thing. Is that like new? Because I don't remember that being. Okay. If I take a picture, will I get anything? Did that count? No, it did not count. 186. What? $322, 186, A33. What is? Maybe I'm too close. Maybe I need to back up some. No. Okay. What is this A33? Am I? What am I missing? I'm like, it should be like right there. Or am I like facing the wrong direction? Okay, maybe I was just facing the wrong direction, so I need to be facing like this way. Okay, so let me go further down. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. It's not counting it though. Okay, I'm honestly, am I missing something? Am I doing something wrong? You screamed attack. Okay, freaking sound elements. Frickin- ah! It delayed it just enough for me to be like lulled into a false sense of security. Just like, oh, it's not gonna scream. It bugged out. Oh, yay! This is wonderful for me. Thank you. Fantastic. Never mind. Okay, honestly, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Please, someone enlighten me. I'm right here. X322, Y186. This thing right here. 322, 186. I don't have an A. What am I? How am I? Is this A? This nondescript button that doesn't just has me rotate. Is that A? Well, it didn't change anything. It didn't count it as right, so I'm gonna guess it's not A. Because A is A is 33, not A is 50. Never mind. Let me try again. You were right. I was wrong. 378, 263. Hi, Yumbo. Uh, I'm just starting it, and I just figured out what in the world I was doing wrong, so I'm planning to enjoy it more now. Because I was just getting frustrated with it. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. 378, 260. Okay, 378, 263, and what is the A? 50. That's probably where I got the 50 from. Okay. What order do we want to do this? We can go down here and get these ones. That one's going to be a pain in the butt because that little thing there. Let's go up and get this one first. The 259 and 406. But we have to go up and to the left. So we need to get to about 325 and 300. Hello? Okay, so we're about here-ish. Can you stop yelling at me? Thank you. My gosh, you're annoying. Okay, so we're at 315, 315, so we're about here.
Oxygen notification.
And oxygen is getting a tad bit low, but that's fine. We'll be fine. Why are you beeping about being behind me? Okay, so we need to get to 259 and 406. We can just cruise our way on over there, no problem. Nothing to worry about. What am I hearing? Sounds like someone walking around out there. Oh, too far, too far. $259, $406, and $296. I should have gone the other way. What the world am I looking at? They're tubas. They're tubes. Is there like a path here that I'm just missing? Okay, I'm gonna go back down and go across this way. Actually, go wee bloop. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. I still don't like that it sounds like there's something freaking walking right there. We are under an ocean of blood. There should not be anything walking. Wrong way. Okay, we're at like 320, so we're about here-ish and 303. About 320 and we're about here-ish. So we should be able to just go straight until we get to about 375, 300. I will say this doesn't nearly mess with me as much as, like, for my fear of uh being underwater because I can't see anything. Until it happens. Okay, so need to get about 400 and 325. Okay, that actually made me jump. I ran into a wall. That actually made me jump. It only saved the first two I did. Gosh darn it. What, Essa? Uh, 322 or 277. 277, 389. 277, 389. Okay, so I'm like, I don't want to crash. 259. You think I wanted to crash? Okay. Wait, what? There it goes. Okay. I will say though, I do need to take a quick BRB. So I'm gonna go onto the BRB screen. Yes, I will hydrate before I take the BRB. Take this time to take any meds you need to take. Get yourself a snack. Get yourself a drink. And I will be back momentarily. And I am back. So let's go ahead and get back to the game. All right. 560, 277. Okay, we needed to go back down.
Where are you going? You're lost?
I'm not lost. Not fully. Let me get my timer up. Rainbow is doing Giggle Land. He doesn't know what's coming. Oh no. Oh no. He's still in the marine area. You're waiting for him to freak out. That is going to be amazing. I will definitely have to check that out later. Now it gives me a saving progress. Couldn't have done that earlier.
Please save the game.
I can't save the game. Okay, 333. So we're still up here, so we still need to keep going straight down. Hello? Okay. I heard a thing. We're at like 317 and 311. So we're like here, here-ish. Ish. I am going away from that. Don't you be faster at me. We're about here, right? So we need to start turning up, right? We're at 350. Wait, no, we're over here. Okay, we need to start turning up, but not that drastically. I'm waiting for it to start yelling at me again. Okay, we're about here-ish, 335, so we're about here-ish. Turn. I am going away from that. starting to get into the open area. We need 560 and 277. Okay, saved. So if I do crash, I'm at least in a safe area. He's out of the main area. Nice. All right, and I am no longer lost. 560, 270. Nope. What is beeping? There's nothing out here. We're in the middle of nothing.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Okay, and then A is 43. Hi. Hi, friend. They're friend. They're friend in the photo. Yeah, angler fishy. 613, 197. Hello? I heard a thunk. Anglerfish are actually really cool. They always make them out to be like these really big bad guys, but they're actually kind of fascinating in their own way. It's like they're so small. Like, oh, the males are like teeny tiny. Like, okay, so random thing. I really liked like Animal Planet shows growing up, and so or like animal documentary shows. So one of them was like the most extreme that I absolutely loved growing up, and one of the episodes they talked about like interesting animal like breeding things, and the anglerfish actually is very interesting because the normal anglerfish that you think of, where it's the big fish with the giant lure on its head and everything, that is actually female, and the males are actually really, really teeny tiny. And the way they like breed and stuff is the male will actually like bite onto the female and more like fuse onto her and become a part of the female anglerfish. And it's just so interesting to me. Why am I need to be 197. And then A is 55. All right. Not a whale. Photograph the complete skeleton. Okay. I know I need to get these other ones up there. I'm not entirely sure how. I think maybe like I can go through here. Maybe. Okay, but first we need to go through this monstrosity of a tiny little pathway. We need to get to about 750 and 250-ish. Are mussels tasty? I mean, to some people, probably. I don't enjoy them. But some people must like them, otherwise they wouldn't serve them. Same with, like, clams. 7-Eleven and 267. I'm like over here. 725 and 277. 725 to. Oh, so I went up a little too high. Okay, 730-ish. I need to get to like at least like 750. And I'm about right around here-ish. I'm at 756 and 259. So 750. 750 and 250. I'm like right around here-ish. You bet they have a strong taste. Okay. Okay, I'm at 763 and 266. Seven. So I'm still like around here-ish. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Okay, I need to try and get to about 875. Okay, they're staying about equal distance apart, I'm thinking. What booped behind me? Yeah, I don't like that there's something that keeps booping behind me. Okay, what distance do I need to get to? Try and just get to the 850 mark before I try and go down. Okay, it's saved again. That's nice. That is definitely me right now. It's just like, ah! Yeah, I need 864. Down, because I need to get 258. What? I mean, there's something right in front of me. Okay, and then I need 209. All right, I got that one. So now I need to go back the way I came and go up. Okay. Well, thank you for the follow, uh, Miss or Margie Simpson, Marge Simpson.
Tentacles for the
Judge,
win!
Mr. Marge Simpson. Okay. I am just tongue twisted, tongue tied. I read too much. I read too much with the hydrangea. Oh, hush. But thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Since we have a new follower, hi. Whoa, I just realized. Wait, what? Give me a second. I just realized that the pickle is being forky again. Hey, show thine self. It does not want to show. Okay. Ah. But okay. Well, welcome in. I'm bio-zuzu. You can also just call me Zuzu. We do a variety of different things here. Currently, we are playing games that was suggested by the Wheel, which was a wheel of short-ish games that were picked for when I did the subathon, and they were the ones that were left over. And apparently, I'm being forced to do the Daddy Zuzu voice right now. So let me put that timer on for you and continue with my introduction, I guess. The lovely Ken was such a sweetheart and put in the links to my YouTube and my Discord in the channel, in the chat. So, if you wish to go and check those out, feel free. You can put suggestions for games or anything you wish to see me do in the Discord or chats, contests, whatever, games. And then in the YouTube channel, I post all of my VODs to past streams that I've done. So feel free to check those out. We'll definitely promise not to make Facebook mum group joke. Oh. I will say you actually did get a snort out of Ken. 809 and 369. Okay, I'm too high. I am going away from you, game. Why are you saying I'm getting closer? Why are you yelling at me like I am getting closer to these spots? Stop it! Hi, Alice the Clown. Hi. Markiplier collab when. Oh, I wish. I would love. Also, hi. How are you doing? Prepping to draw Yum. Ooh, I look forward to seeing. Okay, 800 to 88. We're here. We're right about here-ish. You want to eat Yum? What? No. No, eat the Yumbo. I spray you with spritz bottle. Just spritz. Bad Zeta. I know fish. I guess that then just leads to the if Yumbo okays it then. Just we all about consent up in here. Bramble gets turned into fish due to being Chaos Gremlin. Giving you yap flashbacks. I also got turned into fish because he is Chaos Gremlin. No one is safe. Okay, 790, so we're here and 278. Right around here-ish. Okay, so I need to start straightening out some and going slow. Okay. Gotta thread that needle. You can do this. We did it once, we can do it again. And I need to wait until I get to where I'm no longer beeping on the bottom, because then I can just go down. I'm being careful. These little beeps are giving me anxiety. I'm at 760. I want to keep going a little bit more. Hi. That freaking made me jump. Okay. I can go down. Okay, I need to go up to about 560-ish and 400. Okay. So X needs to get to about 560. Right? Yeah. What was that? Why was there a kathunk? Yeah, 560-ish. And then 400. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna live. I will live. Because I need to go up. I need to go to 623, 520. So I need to go up to 623 and then go over to 520. Why? Why are you like this? Yay, you got the pride octopus. Good job. What was that? You will get the Mr. Loki. You will get Loki. What do you mean I owe a Bean Boozled? No, there was no subby. Wait, there was a subby. There was a resubby. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I have made mistake. I have made error. I have made error. I am so sorry. I owe a bean for the resubby earlier. Okay, so for those who are new, this is a newish thing that I'm doing. Every time someone subs or resubs, I have to spin the Bean Boozle wheel. So we're gonna. Oh, it actually spun. Oh, ah, I got berry blue or toothpaste. It barely made it, but I got a berry blue or toothpaste. And there was one sitting right here. A nice bright blue. So it was toothpaste. And I have now saved the wife from the Loki, who must now run away. It was toothpaste, which is not terrible. It was actually really tasty. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. And both Shorty and Ken had their 2-year modiversary today. Oh, did Bramble finish Giggle Land then? Also, add Indigo Park. I am super excited for when Chapter 2 or Part 2 comes out for Indigo Park. I plan to play Part 1 when Part 2 comes out. So it's nice and fresh. I'm not right up against the wall, am I? Maybe I am. Yes, you must listen to the Rambly review. It's time for the Rambly review. Rambly review part 2. I will be listening to that once I finish stream because oh my gosh, I love Rambly. 6:23. I somehow said Rambly review the exact same time Rambly said it. Impressive. Yes. You're gonna make a toggle so you have a model. Your model has a Rambly neckerchief. Do it. But you still gotta let me know when you're gonna be streaming and stuff so I can watch you. Just saying. Okay. 6:23. There it goes. And you need to. I'd like to try and do a stream with you or something at some point. If you'd be up for it, of course. because you know I gotta bug the Zeta. Oh, it's Freya. I felt her tail hitting my chair, and I thought it was you trying to get my attention for some reason. You innocent? Nah. This time. But in general. I'll take mischievous. Okay. 375 and 525. What? Oh, is I down here? Is that a solid wall? Then how am I supposed to get up here? How am I supposed to get up here? Right here? Thank you, Alice, for the scream. It's acting like I'm fixing to hit a wall. Have fun in your art stream. Okay. Can you come here, Shorty? Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to get up here? Because like I'm over here, but it's acting like I'm fixing to hit a wall. But it's like I just need to get these 3, but I don't know how to get up there. Yeah. But it's just go straight. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm at 568, 400. Yeah, I need this. 520. Okay, that was definitely something swimming next to me.
Drink, bitch!
Alright, I'll take a big sippy. Big sippy hat. $623, 5. Stop yelling at me. That's the number I need to go to get to the others, Shorty? YouTube knows exactly what you want to listen to. Oh? Why? What did it send you to now? Yeah. You said 375, 525? Ren! Okay, so I was going to the right area. I just went too fast. Okay. Thank you for the help, Shorty. And y'all want me to lower the scream volume? Is it too loud for y'all? I want to write that down real quick so I can keep reading chat. Your phone volume was all the way up, so that's why you had to turn it down. Well, then you can't blame me for that one. If your volume was all the way up. You're comfy right now. You don't want to be scared. Yet you're watching me play a horror game. Fair. Yeah. The dinosaur and the scream are pretty loud. Okay. If I need to turn those down, then I can.
Oxygen notification.
Please, thank you, saving. Okay, I will fix that after stream then. And I honestly don't know if I don't remember if you've mentioned it before or not. Okay. I just need to inch my way forward, I guess. Wonder will I know I'm on the other side? About 625-ish for Y. Oh, you got muscles again. This way. Going away. You can calm down, Light. Well, this isn't nerve-wracking at all. So glad I finished all the other ones first. Making my way downtown. Moving slow. I don't want to die. Yo. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. 741, 325. 741, 325. Oh. Can I... No fires on my little thing, please. Thank you. Will save my progress again, so thank you. 741. Okay, and then what is A? A needs to be. Okay. Interesting. Don't know what that is, but okay. I don't really want to do either of these. Narrow passageways. When okay, do I need to go down? Okay, so 255-ish to 650. I mean camera tray. Oh, you mean just keep an eye on the little thingies? Like that? I need to get to about 300. What? Oh. Two 71. I'm too low. Thank you for saving my progress again, game. Much appreciated. There we go. Okay, and then it's gonna open up top, and that's when I'm gonna need to turn down. I'm at 213, 60. So I'm around in here-ish. Well, that picture did not do me any good. It helped me none. Okay, what do I need to be at? 180, 576. I'm hearing so many interesting noises, and I like none of them. That does not mean add more noises to the... Okay. Why is everything shaking? Why is it shaking? There, 180. Six, and this needs to be at 184. Oh, it's almost there. Oh, it's almost perfect. Why is everything doing a weird shimmy shimmy? Is it because I'm a little low on the oxygen? Oh, nope, it stopped shimmying. Oh! Hello? There was another kathong. I got another saving progress. I'll take it. Okay, I'm at 335 and 671. So right around here-ish. I got one more to go. We're almost there. Of course, it's the hardest. It's one of the harder to get to, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it. We'll do it. We'll persevere. Nothing's too challenging. It saved my progress again. Huzzah! Oh, hi. Run away from the big eyeball. Run away from the big eyeball. YouTube has now decided you're going to watch the entire epic musical. Nothing wrong with that. Five, five. Okay, so I can tilt up a little bit. I actually need to listen to more of the epic songs. I haven't listened to all of them, but I've listened to some of them, and they were really, really good. I just realized there's blood in the the, the the thing is filling with blood. I'm at 782 and 651. 1, 2. Oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Drink, bitch!
I'll drink in a moment. Okay, I need to get to 675, 828. Five, 828, and 295. I almost got it. You're not supposed to get the last photo? The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bone. The moon is a lifeless corpse, its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, what's left of it, is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. Also, I will take my big sippy now. Big sippy has been had. And that was Iron Lung. That was so nerve wracking. So fun, but so nerve wracking. And that is yet another to take off the list of the wheel. I'm going to remove it. And with that, we are going to go ahead and call it a night. So thank you everybody for joining the stream. Thank you for the biddies that were given, for the follows, for the resubs. And thank you all just for chilling and being here with me. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to be doing, we should be doing something with the B crew. It's still up in the air as to what it is, hence why it's a should be doing something with them. I'm not sure. We're still in the process of deciding what game we will be playing. And then Thursday we will be doing some more Time Stranger. And Friday we will be doing another The Wheel Picks. Because as you can see, we still got some games. So until then, let's go ahead and boop. Well, I mean, we were talking about him earlier, so we should go and raid into the sweet, wonderful bunny boy, of which is a Bramble the bad boy. Stop being caps lock. Also helps if I can spell. Last second fish? Okay, you can have a last second fish. Ooh, you got a yellow tang. But everyone be on your best behavior. You all know Bramble and the wonderful sweet bean that he is. You will not. Oh, how dare! But until then, have a good rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. If you are watching the VOD, or have a good rest of your night for those watching live. have fun in the raid, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.